Mani Dosanjh, who is a funeral director from Harmony Asian Funerals Directors. Hi, Mani. Thank you for calling into the show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm fine, thanks. Mani, you've been listening to the discussion this morning. It's a sensitive topic that actually many people right now aren't getting in touch about, maybe because it hasn't impacted their lives just yet. Hopefully, God forbid it does, but, we have to be prepared. We have to know what the arrangements, what the guidelines will be. Mani, I guess it's a very busy time for you right now.
It's a busy time in making sure that we can give the best service possible to families. We're there trying to think of new ways of how we can support families, but also keep our staff and keep our community safe. And I think that's the thing at the moment. And every hour, things are changing. Every hour, something new is happening. We're getting new guidelines from crematoriums of how many people can actually attend the funeral, and that's changing day to day, hour to hour. So just trying to keep up to date with that. We cover all the Midlands with branches all over. So we're just thinking of newer ways to basically help families where that can't attend.
What immediate changes have you had to implement, Mani, in the way that you work right now?
Some crematoriums that don't have webcasting systems where people can then, loved ones can stay at home and actually watch the funeral process itself, funeral ceremony. So we're actually we're starting to buy in our own equipment so we can be able to do that for families. Changes of some crematoriums are not allowing, as in the Sikh faith and the Hindu faith, the families actually want to witness the starting of cremation itself. So they'll witness the first 30 seconds or so of the start of the cremation. And unfortunately, some crematoriums are not allowing that anymore. So, them type of changes are coming on every single day at the moment.
Yeah, I can imagine that there are things changing every single day. It must be difficult for you, Mani, on a human level, dealing with families who clearly will be in an emotional way, like Mira was mentioning as well. But also the fact that your hands are tied, aren't they? You can't bend the rules here. It's not like you can ask places of worship to open up to carry out certain rituals. This is government guidelines right now.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you. It is very difficult because, as Sikhs or even Hindus, we rely on our faith and strongly on our faith. And then when we can't go into our gurdwara or our mandirs and we can't go there because they're closed, it becomes very difficult. Where do we go for guidance? So I think as funeral directors, we're there as funeral directors, as guidance, and also from the religious side as well, to try and help them as much as we can. We have spoken to local gurdwaras and mandirs, whereas they can now then just speak to the gyani or the priest or the pandit over the phone, and anything they've got on their chest, they can speak to them about. Any guidance they need, they can speak to them about, because when you lose someone in your life, it's the most difficult time. It's the most difficult time you would ever face in your whole life. And you need someone there as guidance, and you have 101 questions in your head. Why has this person gone? Why have they left us? And they can't be answered, and there's no one to turn around to at this present time, because it's so difficult because of the government guidelines that are happening to keep everybody safe, though.
Sure. That's Mani Dosanjh there. Thank you, Mani, for getting in touch. Mira, I want to give you the final word here. For anybody who is experiencing loss right now and who maybe has a family member who might be in critical care, and these are thoughts that might be going through their mind right now. What am I going to do? How is this going to happen? Who's going to look after things? Who can go to the funeral? Where will the funeral be? How will it be carried out? Just give people the most basic kind of method or the most basic instructions on what one should do. If a family member passes away, do they get in touch with a funeral director straight away? Do they get in touch with their local faith community straight away? What is that method?
Well, I've got some advice, Haroon. I actually spoke to the National Council of Hindu Priests UK President, Acharya Dharinder Vashistji, who's also our family priest, because I actually wanted to give an insight to families from a religious perspective on the advice that he'd given to me. And he's saying that